Today we have a special request from one of our YouTube members, and that's what we're gonna do. Hey everybody, Nick from 9Card TCG, and today one of our Ace Trainer members, Tandem TCG, sent me this deck list in Discord and requested that we cover it, so we're absolutely going to do it. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, leave a like and a comment. All those things tell YouTube this is a good channel and other people should watch it. If you're in the market for some TCG accessories, I am now affiliated with Dragon Shield, which means you can use the link in the video description to get yourself some awesome Dragon Shield matte sleeves. They're the only ones I use. You show up to regionals looking and feeling like a pro. I get a kickback, which means I'm able to make more and better videos for you guys. And if you want to, have your decks showing off on the channel, or you just want to become a YouTube member and help support the channel in a little bit more direct manner, click the join button, see all the perks that you get. Zero expectation for anyone to become a member ever. It's just a cool thing, but you being here watching is enough for me. Now, with all that out of the way, let's head over to PTCGO so we can check out Tandem's deck. So the main focus of this deck is going to be, of course, Arceus V and VSTAR. It's in every deck at this point, and if you don't know what it is, that's alright, we'll talk about it anyway. 280 health on a 2-prize Pokemon, which is very, very beefy. It has the Trinity Nova attack, 3 colorless energies, do 200 damage, and you get to search your deck for 3 energies, or 3 basic energies, and attach them to your Pokemon V in any way you like. You also have the once per game Starbirth ability, where you could search your deck for any 2 cards and put them right into your hand. Super, super good ability. And then, of course, we're now working with Aggron V and VMAX. Now, Aggron V and VMAX are not cards that are typically thought of as being particularly competitive, but we're going to go ahead and give it a go here. 230 health, a massive 4 retreat cost. Rock Slide, 1 metal and 2 colors, does 90 damage, and it also does 30 damage to 2 of your opponent's benched Pokemon. Now, it does say do 30 damage, so if our opponent has a Manaphy on the field, we're not going to be able to use the secondary effect of Rock Slide to put 30 damage on 2 benched Pokemon. Merciless Strike for 1 metal and 5 colorless energies does 150 damage, but if your opponent's active Pokemon has any damage counters on it, this attack does an additional 150. So that 30 damage we do with Rock Slide, we hit the opponent's active, say a Sobble or a Drizzile, get the knockout, put that 30 damage on their 2 Vs. If they evolve one of those into a VMAX, now it comes into the active, it hits us. Now this 150 becomes 300, but oh wait, we already put 30 damage on them. Now we're hitting them actually, or they're going to have a total of 330 damage, which is enough to knock out almost every single VMAX in the game. Aggron VMAX, since we're talking about VMAX, is 330 health, still a massive 4 retreat cost. Cracking Stomp, 1 metal energy, 2 colors, 150. Discard the top card of your opponent's deck. It's okay. And then Max Takedown, 2 metal and 3 colors, 270 damage, and this Pokemon takes 30 damage to itself. I actually almost like Merciless Strike a little bit better. You're not taking 30 damage onto yourself. Granted, you have less health, but you're also hitting just for a lot more. And since we have that Rock Slide, we can go ahead and put a lot of damage on our opponent's Pokemon. I wouldn't be surprised if there was like a Galarian Zigzagoon thrown in here so that we can kind of ping something with Zigzagoon, boss it up, and now hit it for 300 damage. And oh, by the way, it also has 10 damage from the Zigzagoon, so we're knocking out every single V-Star and even a lot of Vs. So I wouldn't be surprised if we decide eventually to throw a Zigzagoon in here. We do, of course, have the Bronzong with the Metal Transfer ability, which lets, as often as we want, lets us move Metal energies from one Pokemon to another. It does not have to be Metal energy from a Metal Pokemon. Metal energy from any Pokemon to any Pokemon, which means if we attach a Metal energy to our Arceus VSTAR, and then we go ahead and attach a double Turbo energy the next turn, we can eventually get our Bronzong out to move that Metal energy over to Aggron VMAX after we charge it up with 3 energies. Now it has 4, we attach for turn, there's 5, and now we're able to attack with either the V or the VMAX. Zacian V is just a little bit of a consistency piece. It's going to have some draw capabilities with Intrepid Sword. Draw the top 3 cards of your deck and attach any Metal energies you find to this Pokemon. Again, we can use Metal Transfer to move them from Zacian to Aggron, or even to Arceus, so we can move them over to Zacian to attack for Brave Blade for 230 damage. Do keep in mind, if you use Intrepid Sword, your turn ends, and if you use Brave Blade, this Pokemon can't attack during your next turn. Our Pokemon search is 2 Evo Incense, 4 Ultra Ball, 4 Quick Ball. We do have 4 Metal Saucers to help power up our benched Metal Pokemon. We can get Metal Energies from the discard and attach them straight to benched Metal Pokemon, and then move them over with Bronzong to wherever we want. Crystal Cave to help heal our Metal-type Pokemon, and that 30 damage healing. Hey, remember how Aggron VMAX does 30 damage to itself? Well, then we just heal a Crystal Cave, and it's like it never happened. 2 Boss, 4 Marnie, 4 Research, 4 Double Turbo Energy, and 7 basic Mental Energies. That's the deck. Let's go ahead and give it a try. Going into game number 1, and I think we can really surprise our opponents here with Aggron V. I think worst case scenario is we start in Aggron and nothing else. We obviously want to either start Zacian or Arceus. Arceus being our best bet, because then even if we go second, which looks like we're not going to here, we can still double Turbo Energy and Trinity Nova. So my worst fear has come true. Now we can still top deck an Arceus, discard, like if we get a Quick Ball or an Ultra Ball, discard some Metal Energy, switch over into it. I wouldn't be too upset with that. And we get an Arceus. Look at that. Okay, our opponent is playing Manaphy. And just like I said in the deck profile portion, with Manaphy, we're not going to be able to utilize Rock Slide. So, something that we do have to keep in mind. Manaphy, they're going to Boss's Orders that Aggron back. Get a couple of Cinccino's. This may be Rapid Strike Malamar? Oh, Wormadam. I have not played a Wormadam deck. Now, they're not going to be able to attack with Wormadam. Matron's Anger does 30 damage plus 10 more damage for each Pokemon in your discard. So that's just for a double Turbo Energy, for a Twin Energy. They're going to be able to get that Zorua. We do get the Aggron, the Arceus V Star. And unfortunately, what I think... Alright, we're going to do this. We're going to get the VMAX. Thin it out of the deck. We're going to research before we Starbirth, because I don't want to research for I don't want to Starbirth for a double Turbo Energy. There's the double Turbo. We can get a Bronzor on the field, and we get the Switch. So that's pretty nice. And we'll drop the Zacian too, so we can Brave Blade if we need. And let's go ahead and Trinity Nova. We'll take out the Manaphy now. We already did Evolve. That's okay. We only have 3 energies left in the deck. Very cool. We have 2 here. So what we'll do is we'll put 1 onto this Zacian. And we get a Metal Saucer. That's beautiful. Because now I can Metal Saucer for a Metal Energy and... you know, this does take double Turbo Energy here. We'll hit for 250. Not really that big of a deal on a single prize Pokemon, but... And we get both Metal Saucers. I don't have to Starbirth for a thing. Now, I really don't actually want to be attacking with Aggron here. So, let's go ahead and... Because I don't want to be discarding cards. But we'll do it anyway. Not going to Marnie them. We're just going to attack, right? We'll just keep going, I guess. Obviously, by attacking, I'm going to put Pokemon in their discard, so they're going to hit harder with their Wormadam. So it is something to consider. But Wormadam is a stage 1, so they can drop a Zoroark, and they're going to concede. They really... couldn't find the pieces they were looking for, and we were able to set up our Aggron pretty quickly. Going into game number 2, and maybe this time we don't get so lucky with our top deck and what we pull from the prizes. We're going to pick Tails. We do lose, so our opponent's likely to go first, and it's not... Yeah, see, this is like... It's kind of... And we have to switch. So we can still power up this Aggron. And we're going against a Mew deck, which is very, very scary. They dropped the Oricorio. I don't think I want to... Do I want to go into the VMAX? I don't think so. It's going to hit for 270, but that doesn't really knock anything out. And we don't have damage modifiers like Choice Belt to bring it up to 300. So I do think I kind of want to keep the V, probably. They're going to get another Genesect, but they do go ahead and get rid of a Mew Vmax. So that's good to see. And they're already down a boss. Now they have another Fusion Strike they can get for 2 more cards, assuming they have nothing else to play in hand. This is not looking great, but at least we'll be able to power up our Aggron with an Arceus. We can Ultra Ball away a Bronzong. They're going to Escape Rope. Okay. A Metal Energy here would have been fantastic, but I think we're going to get rid of these two. We're going to get an Arceus. We have to get one. It's going to get knocked out this next turn, which is very unfortunate. Oh, we'll Rose Tower first. And then, yeah, we might as well throw down the Crystal Cave. And then, yeah, Trinity Charge. There's no point in attaching to our Arceus V because the likelihood of them hitting with Melodious Echo after they Elisa's, and then just all they need is 1 Power Tablet or Choice Belt. So, well, there's the Psychic Energy. They can go Techno Blast. They still need a Power Tablet or a Fusion Strike and a Choice Belt in order to take the knockout. If they don't have one, that would be pretty nice. But I also have nothing. So even if they do go ahead and attack and take the KO or don't, I still have nothing unless I'm able to... Oh, there's the Power Tablet, so I am getting knocked out. They'll be able to draw a fresh 3. And unfortunately, there's really nothing I'm going to be able to do against this Mew deck. So, I don't have enough energy to use Merciless Strike, and even if I did, I'm not able to put any damage. None of the Pokemon have any damage counters on them, so I have to use Rock Slide. Oricorio would also make it so that they take 20 less damage. Yeah, we're in trouble here. So, they take 70 damage. They're likely to knock us out. They have a huge hand. But they got the basic Psychic Energies. They can still Elisa's and still hit me for 210. Now 240, which is enough for the KO. They get 2 Power Tablets down, so they're really going to be digging for that Elisa's. Try to... And they whiff. Interesting. We'll just continue to put damage with, we don't even get to take the KO on this Meloetta because we only do 50 damage since our opponent's Fusion Strike Pokemon take 20 less damage from everything, which is just crazy on a basic Pokemon. And they did burn 2 Power Tablets in the process, so they're down 3. So they do need a Choice Belt, which they don't have. They might go Melodious Echo so they can knock this out this next turn. Techno Blast, okay. If this was any other deck, we would be like cruising, but it's not. So there's nothing I can do. Maybe there was a chance I should have used Intrepid Sword last turn to try to get some Metal Energies and then move them over, hit with Merciless Strike. But yeah. We'll take 1 prize. It is a research. That's a pretty good prize to take. We could send up this Bronzong and then Metal Saucer twice to the Zacian research and hope we hit into a Metal Energy. There's their 4th Power Tablet. They can't attack with this Mew this next turn because they use Techno Blast. I have never seen Mew struggle this hard. And they give me the Genesect. the down and escape rope as well. We get the switch. Let's go ahead. I guess I have to research. I have nothing else that I can do. So at least hit for 130. I mean, it still gets knocked out by Techno Blast, so maybe I don't do that. I don't think I want to use the Aggron here. I don't want a Bronzor. Ooh, maybe I should have metal transferred onto the Zacian and attacked. And then we'll just Intrepid Sword. Draw. Nothing spent fantastic. But we have the boss. I'm wondering if there's a way that we can Starburst. They have the switch. Yeah, oh man, we might have actually been able to take the win here. If I had that switch, I could have moved the stuff over to the Zacian, knock out the Genesect, and then just have to survive one attack here. But they have 160 health. I don't know what they're going to be able to do after this. Kind of want a Marnie, because we have the Starburst, and I don't want them to have a bunch of cards, but they're really not doing anything. So I'm just going to go ahead and Brave Blade this Mew Vmax. And then I can Starburst for 2 switches and attack the Mew Vmax and boss up something. Double Turbo, so I just need 1 switch. Wait, if we win, they can still technically Melodious Echo and Elisa's and hit me for 210. But they have to have the Choice Belt. If they have the Choice Belt and the Elisa's, they win. If they don't, then we win. Again, I think I made a misplay. I should have metal transferred over to the Zacian a turn earlier and switched out of the Aggron. But we'll see. They have to have the Elisa's. How many Fusion Strike energies are in the discard as well? Only 1. So there's the Elisa's. They have to have both Fusion Strikes in the deck. So they actually can't knock it out. Because they already attached 1. So I think that's just game. They can't Marnie me. They can't boss up something else. So I just Starburst for a switch and attach Double Turbo Energy, manually retreat, boss, game. I'm pretty sure that's just game. Because they only had 1 Fusion Strike energy to Sparkle. They fail the cram. Yeah. So let's go ahead. Before we do anything, we'll attach a... This has 2. So we'll attach a Double Turbo. And let's Starburst. We got the switch. Very nice. We'll switch. We'll retreat into the Zacian. We'll give the well played. and we will boss up a Genesect and attack with Brave Blade, beating Mew Vmax with this Aggron Arceus deck, defying what really is all logic. I don't know how this happened or why, but we take it. So there you go, Aggron VMAX Arceus VSTAR. Should it work? Absolutely not. But here we are taking a couple of wins. I don't know. Maybe it's something. Obviously, there in no other universe do we win against Mew Vmax. It just happened to be them. I don't know what happened there to them. I don't. Could they not find their Elises? Could they not find their their Mews? Maybe they. They bench locked themselves with all those Genesects and the Oricorio and the Meloetta, so they couldn't get another Mew into play. Once I knocked out the Mew Vmax, they couldn't get another one. So yeah, super strange game. Did not expect to win, but here we are. So that's going to do it for us today. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, found it a little informative. If you did, subscribe, like, comment, all that kind of stuff. Check out Dragon Shield link in the video description. And if you want to become a channel member and get your deck featured on the channel, just like Tandem TCG did, you can do so. But like I said, you don't have to. Just being here watching is enough for me. Thank you very much, and I will see you next time.